What is going on, people of the internet, all our EC United followers? Welcome to our first live stream of Eurovision 2022 season. I am so excited. And I am not alone. I am joined by the wonderful Melanie and Matt. Matt just landed in, I think, JFK Airport and
New York, yes. I'm in the hotel lobby. And
Exactly.
I haven't slept in 26 hours now, I think.
Wow.
I tried to take a nap on the plane, but it was bumpy and I can't. I can't. I just hate that. So I
This
should have
sounds
taken.
good.
Wow, coffee.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
great.
My room's not ready because it's just like 10:30 here in the East Coast in the US. So I went up to the front desk. I'm like, can I check in early? They're like, dude, check us until noon. There's nothing available. But I'm like, but I don't want to miss it here. But yeah, I don't have anything ready for the next couple of hours at least. But that's okay.
You should grab a bit of sleep, perhaps, or something, in when you
Yeah.
are able to go into your hotel room.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I was actually planning on seeing a Broadway show tonight, but I don't know if I have the energy for that. But yeah, so this is where I'm at right now. As you can see, they just finished breakfast over there. So I'm just sitting here in my corner, like summer, so no one else is here. Just all my luggage.
Oh, how many do you have? How many luggage?
Well, I have. And this is my laptop camera, so it looks like shite. So I got my big one. I got
Yeah.
my carry-on, and I got a bag.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, so I need a few things.
Yeah, definitely. We are here for.
So one real quick, actually, someone kind of saying Mel and Roy need to turn up their mic volume. It may be that I have to turn mine down, actually.
Okay. Try that, perhaps.
Because mine's at 100.
Yeah, I
But then I cannot hear you either. It's like weird. Maybe I can just lift
I
it a
can
little.
put you down from here, I think. Maybe talk a bit.
Me? Hi.
Talk.
I think
Okay, it was really fun. I see that Steven Bacher, one of our supporters, is saying, Isaac, I thought it said Sietze Bacher. I'm like, what are you doing here, Sietze Bacher? Hi, everyone. Sorry, Roy, go ahead. I've been talking too much.
Yes, we are going to talk about all the rehearsals that happened today. Granted, we, of course, also weren't allowed in the press center to watch the rehearsals. That being said as well, Matt is the only one with on-site accreditation from our team. We do have a few online people like keeping their eyes on all the rehearsals that are happening, but they also decided to not show us the real rehearsals on the online press. So we basically have the same information as you guys, which is also why we can't really do like a review kind of thing of all the rehearsals and whatnot. We just need to go off from the pictures that we get, from the TikToks that we get, and maybe a few rumors or interview questions or things like that. So, yeah, in 4 days we'll be able to see the rehearsals live as well. So then we can provide you with an entire day full of live stream. And then you will see me, for example, quite a lot because Matt is doing a lot in the press center. Can you elaborate on that perhaps a bit, Matt?
Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, you can see we have 3 different screens here, of course, because we're in 3 different locations. The only one that's currently in Turin is Melanie, our trooper. She arrived yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Yes.
What have you been doing there?
Sleeping. A lot of sleeping.
That's what you did. Like I went all the way to Turin to sleep all day.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no, I arrived yesterday. It was a very long flight. I was so tired after that, so I decided to sleep. And today I went to the venue. I saw the outside, of course, because I'm not allowed to go in. And then I was going back and just check everything was happening currently on the stuff we are getting from Eurovision. So I haven't seen a lot of touring yet. So hopefully after the live stream I can go to the center and check it out. I hope so.
Yeah. Now, just so you guys know, because Roy will running a little bit of the show, not just today, but in general, especially with me traveling tomorrow. And well, not tomorrow, but like, but I'm being taking pictures in the arena once I'm allowed in. So Roy will be a little bit more in charge of this one. And be nice to him, please.
Yes,
Be
be
nice
nice
to
to
him.
me. And
Yeah.
Matt will
So
definitely
I
pop in
know.
when he
I love
can
Matt.
now and then. But he will basically just be doing all the things that we would normally do with a bigger team of like 4 or 5, how many we have usually. Matt needs to do all of that on his own in the center right now. So basically, he's going to be running around a lot and doing a lot of things. So if he also had to host the live stream, then that might be a bit difficult. So I will mostly be there for being in charge of the live stream. And yeah, I hope you guys will accept me for that.
yeah.
Um,
But you
yeah.
have support. You have Melanie and Connor will pop on, and Sean will try what he can do. And everyone,
Mhm.
I'll be back. I mean, I'll be around, and I will try to bring in my laptop with me into arena, but I don't know how good the internet is there, and it's a little different. But most certainly, once the second round of rehearsals are done, for the dress rehearsals, I'll be back in the press center. So
Yes.
it's all good.
And
It's
also, I
all
will I will also be traveling to Turin as well. I will be traveling on Monday. I'll leave very early in the morning, and then I'll be joining Melanie as well. And Matt will
Yay.
also, I think, arrive
I'll
at
be there
some
before
point.
you technically, right? Because
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
we are
you arrive
welcoming
before me.
you in on my Airbnb because Matt is already here when you are arriving.
Yeah, because my
Yeah,
Airbnb is not ready until like 5:30, and I'm like, well, I'm
yeah,
just gonna hang and chill with Mel,
Yeah,
and then and then I'll go over to our places aren't far apart, like it's less than a mile, I think.
yeah.
So well,
Really
I
good.
have to, with luggage, it's gonna take a little bit to walk, but who cares? It's totes
You'll
worth it.
manage.
So let's talk about a few things, Roy. What we've
Yeah,
learned so far. What do
let's
we know?
talk.
There were some issues I'm hearing. What's going on?
Yeah. So if you guys have been following the news a little bit here and there, check out our website, of course, as well for that. There have been some issues with the stage, and we don't know all of the details about it, but apparently it is the sun concept that they had, like with the rotating rings. Um, there are some issues with that. Apparently, it is not moving quite as how they expected it to move, and it is been causing quite some issues with the LEDs and what the countries wanted for the staging. For example, Lithuania has stated to their own broadcast or their own, I think it was a news show. They said that it was currently impossible to stage the song the way they wanted to stage it. So there have been quite some issues with the rings, and they said that they will now limit the movement of the rings and stuff. We don't know how that will affect everyone and all the delegations that still need to rehearse. But yeah, again, it's not all going to be plain sailing and just smooth all the way through. We have issues before, but this one seems quite a bit concerning, perhaps. What do you guys think?
Yeah, this is certainly a little awkward, right? Because you don't want to be that host, that country that messes up the staging. I've been doing that for quite a few years, and there have been issues, right? There've been every country has its issues, things, but the stage not working properly. That hasn't happened in a while, I think. So I'm a bit surprised that this is an issue now, because keep in mind, even though today is the first day that the rehearsals are happening for the artists, they had stand-ins.
yeah,
So
definitely.
they've been doing it. So were there issues before as well? And was
Yes.
it something? Were they? So that it's not
Let me
just
actually check our article, which countries it were exactly. But before, with the stand-in rehearsals, there was dissatisfactions from the delegations of the Netherlands, Moldova, Latvia, and Croatia with how the footage they got back, saying there were a lot of issues with the lighting and other technical problems. So it seems like also with the stand-in rehearsals, there were some issues before.
oh well, that is no bueno. But yeah. So what we hear, Melanie and Roy, is that they will not fix it. They will just scale it down. Is that what I'm
Yeah,
hearing?
yeah. I
It's not
think this is it.
necessarily scale. They will scale down the movement of the sun,
It's
basically.
a
Like
limited.
usually you have all the rings, I think, rotating. Do you know more about it, Melanie?
Yeah, what I have read is that they will be limited. So the plan was that they will be rotating the whole stuff, but now it will be not rotating like the full circle but half circle. But that's what I heard. Like I'm not in the venue, so I haven't seen anything. But that's what I heard from the rumors on the internet. So we're going to see
Yeah,
that, I think, with the second rehearsals.
Yeah, definitely.
that's gonna make them extra interesting. So everyone, make sure to show up for the second round of rehearsals because we'll definitely be live streaming. Uh, well, from the press center and kind of like what we did last year for the most part. Because I was the only one technically on live stream for the most part last year. Because poor Melanie was the one that was stuck in the arena for the most part.
Well, that was fun.
It
I
was
prefer that.
true, but you were running around left and right, so we just
Yeah.
always just hustling and bustling. So I I am going to miss that a lot because guess who's got to do it now?
Ah, come on,
Can
you'll have
we,
fun.
yeah. But can we make you change like me? That you look a little bit like me.
All
And you
right,
could be the Melanie of this year.
I'll do what I can. I mean, I've done it before. It's just now I have to learn the talk to tick the machine as well, and just like the talk to tick
Did you make TikTok?
tick. Huh?
Did you
Yeah,
make
TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah, I call it talk to tick. I always do the French thing. So it's I got to learn that. I watched the tutorial, and then I watched Melanie's TikToks that she already created. I'm like, oh God, she's already way ahead of me on this one. I'm like, how did you do all of that? Like edit it and cut with backgrounds and all that stuff. And I hate you. So
Oh, you look such a fool in these videos, guys. What did you guys think of the TikTok videos of us? Like, I was like, but I'm doing it, I'm trying it. So hopefully you all like TikTok videos.
yeah.
But
It's fine. By the way, everyone in the chat at ESC United, if you have any questions, I know we haven't
Yeah.
answered them yet, but we wanted to at least chat this out because I haven't really had a chance to talk to anyone or see anything. And one thing that we all want to also talk about, Roy, what about because I didn't see much, the clips on TikTok, right? They're
Yeah.
not very telling.
Look, we've had clips like in the previous years where you had like 30 seconds, and at first they're gonna be like a little bit behind the scenes, and then you have like a little bit filmed and sounds from inside the arena, and then that's what we would get. I mean, the broader audience, we as press usually see a bit more. The full rehearsal, but this time they decided to use TikTok instead, and the first one especially, it was a lot of background behind the scenes footage. You first see like them trying their in ears and to see if all the sounds are correct. Oh wow, this is beautiful
oh,
technology. Yes, this is basically the TikTok that you would be seeing. You see Ronela talking a little bit to the camera, and that she's nervous and whatnot, and then eventually you see a little bit of the stage and what's gonna happen, but you only see a very very small bit of it.
That is. Don't blink.
Yeah,
Don't blink.
this it.
don't blink.
Smoke, fire, lights,
Yes,
and we're
and
done.
that's it. Yeah. It's literally all we're getting from the staging. Like, how can we make a good based opinion on just that little bit of footage? Like, we want to be able to give a good full overview, a good like feedback, maybe as well to the delegation if they're watching or something. Um, but we can't really do it when you only shows like 5 seconds. That's not enough.
That is not no. There are definitely. I mean, the whole thing about the delegations have been always wanting to limit or prevent press access, especially in the beginning, because one mishap during the first rehearsal, and word travels fast, and the betting odds being affected, and the media is coming down on them. So to a certain extent, I understand what they're trying to get accomplished. At the same time, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. You know what I mean? It's like there is nuance there. That would be my thinking, at
Yeah, and
least.
I see someone in the chat mention something interesting. Jay Gray is saying, I don't know if you noticed as well, but the TikToks are all different lengths as well. Seems to be shorter on the more interesting stagings. Well, I don't know about like the second thing you're mentioning, but we also saw that, for example, the Switzerland one was quite lengthy. Like we got quite a lot of footage from that. And while you could say maybe they were getting used to it, or maybe some of the other ones had technical issues, you would still have those same problems that Matt just talked about, where you just have like speculations going around if the staging was good enough or if things were going to happen. And so the thing that they might try to prevent, I'm not really sure if they nailed that with this concept. Basically, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I want to give him a benefit of a doubt, so I don't trying to be too harsh. At the same time, you think it seems disorganized, which is not the style of the EBU. So I'm just very surprised by this. It's clearly it was a monetary incentive that drove all of this, right? Because TikTok exclusive access for the first 24 hours. I don't know. I don't know how important. In playing the guessing game, I don't know how much the EBU cares about having any sort of content out there of the first rehearsals. They maybe don't even want anything. I don't know. I just think it hurts the artists more than anything. Because Melanie,
Yeah.
you attended a couple of the meet and greets already, right?
Yeah.
Because usually they were in person in the
Mm-hmm.
past, and now it's just everything online. How did that go? The ones
Well,
that you
it
said, was it
was
odd or what was going on?
well, it was kind of odd because you waiting so in the online press center for the artist to arrive, and the artist comes in the press center, but it's empty. So there isn't any energy with like the people who are sitting like and asking questions and the artists. So it feels very, how do you say that? Very uh yeah, empty. Like people are just sending their questions in the chat, and you see the chat like pew, 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 and they just going to ask the questions, but you just miss the dynamics that you normally have in the press center. Like people are interacting with the artists and that, and now it's just it feels like plastic more now,
Yeah.
and that's kind of sad because I think the artists also want to meet us more people around them, and we're not getting that feeling at the moment. So it's a little more. I'm feeling more a distance now with artists.
Yeah,
So by
it's
doing
just
it like this.
yeah. It feels like almost like because the only time we had that happen last year was with Australia, and
Oh,
and that was a similar feel. And now it feels like everyone is going through that. It
yeah.
just I think it just hurts the artists more than anyone, that kind of exposure.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
somebody asks in the demo, Dexo asks, do you plan to interview artists? Who wants to answer that? Roy?
Yes, we will interview artists, but a lot of it will be done online, from what I understand. Connor, who did them last year phenomenally, like if you want to get a little bit of a sneak peek of how it might be, go and watch those from last year. They're excellent. He will already do some art interviews with artists. He's already got a few scheduled, if I remember correctly. So we'll mostly be doing them online. Matt is the only one in the press center, so he's going to run around a lot already. If he can sneak in an
I
interview
c-
here or there, he might be
how
able to.
second week maybe, but this week? I mean next week. I mean,
Yeah,
like how?
exactly.
Um, we're hoping that maybe because some of the acts want to do it at their hotel, so maybe I send
Yeah,
Melanie and Roy there or something like that with Sean,
yeah,
and you guys do it, that kind of stuff by all means. So it's all uh, play it by ear at this point. It is a unique
yeah.
circumstances, unprecedented.
Basically, our team in Turin will be Matt, who's also going to be in the venue, and then we have me, Melanie, and Sean being in Turin. We'll mostly be doing this live stream and watching the rehearsals, maybe write the articles and whatnot. But yeah, we can also send, for example, Melanie and Sean go out there as sort of running reporters and just like do an interview or something if delegations want that. It is not up to us if that's going to happen or not. Delegations need to be able to say, okay, we're going to do that. And that is still a bit up in the air for some of them, I guess. But there will definitely be interviews. Don't worry about that. We're just
Yeah.
not fully certain in what way.
Can I say something?
Sure.
And I'll probably say it again, but don't get too cocky, y'all. Um, I want to give a big round of applause, everyone, a virtual applause to Melanie, Roy, and Sean, who's not here right now, because technically they didn't get access on side, and yet they all said we're still going. I'm like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I would have done it. Granted, I'm on the other side of the world. It's maybe a different story, but it's it just shows dedication. I'm eternally grateful for it because there was really no incentive, but that is just, fantastic. The good thing is, at least the thing about this one, what's happening right now is now like the venues, the Euro Clubs is open to everyone. So it's not just like the accredited press, So Melanie, Roy, and I, and Sean, and all our friends, Gabe will be there as well the second week. We can all hang out and celebrate. And all the people, maybe some people in the chat even will show up in tour, and we can all hang out together and have fun and do even maybe live streams from there, and that'll be fun. So no, I just want to give you, I acknowledge that you didn't have to be here and you still came, and I promise free chicken nuggets for you. So I'm getting
Woo!
sauce on you though. The dipping sauce you have to pay for.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do we need to do a chicken nugget dance or something before we get them, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah. No, but I'm serious. So
yeah.
Really, I really appreciate it. But plus, it's just because I'm going to be honest, I was really bummed out because I was this close of not going, right? Because I'm like, why bother? I'm not going to sit there on my own all day. And the reason I'm excited, of course, is Eurovision and doing the live stream, talking to everyone. But I get to hang out with my friends after all. That's the coolest part. So I cannot wait. So enough of the schmaltz here. The schmaltz police is going to arrest us if we keep doing this.
Yeah. Let's see. Are there any questions in the chat that we might have missed while we were all warm and fuzzy inside?
And it's always at ESC United, so we can see them.
Exactly. We can filter out the ones that are directed to us. Why is it that though they cannot get access because of COVID? I don't get it. Who said it?
So there is an article. The EBU made an official statement in late March, I believe, on their website, explaining the future or like the circumstances that around the fan media. And I'm trying to see if I can find it right now. But I looked at it yesterday, but I'm going to paraphrase some of it. And this, do any of you read it before?
I'm not sure if I've read the official article.
But basically, they're saying there are multiple reasons. Number one, there is a higher interest. They say that it increased this year by 400%, the interest by fan media. And I'm like, I don't know how that works, how that is even possible. But maybe it is. I don't know. And they were talking about just, that they're revamping the whole system, and I have to find that article. I don't remember everything, but they did make that little dig, and it's not that they're wrong, but it felt kind of like holding that over our head, saying, we don't have to give you access in the first place. No one gives more access than we do. And yeah, like, you didn't have to add that. That seems a little, odd. But what they're saying is, they just want to make sure that everyone has access. And I think they just were panicking this year, and they didn't come up with a good system, so they gave hardly anyone access. They said they gave 140 media outlets, fan media outlets, access, but it doesn't mean 140 will be on site. A lot of it will be online as well. So it just was unexpected. We didn't know. They did not communicate. The problem was it's even less about the fact that they did it, but that the lack of transparency or communication surrounding it. That was the biggest issue for me.
It was literally like me and Melanie woke up on a random day. I think it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. I had to go to uni, and Melanie texted me like, "Wait, I just got an email that my accreditation application was been rejected." And then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna check too." And mine was also rejected out of nowhere. So we contacted Matt, but of course he was asleep because he's on the other side of the world, and we just didn't know why.
But when I woke up, I was like, that's a mistake. You'll be fine. I was so, but because it happened before one of my, before that day, looked at it wrong. We thought, they thought it was ESC something else, and it happened all the time. But then shortly after, that's when all hell broke loose online, when all the other ones were declined as well. And it was, so
and like the worst part about it is like everyone went online to like, oh, what is happening? And the EBU or the organizers of this event, they didn't really put anything out there, so everyone was just kind of speculating what was happening. So it just didn't really help, and there was a lot of fuel added to the fire, and it was like, and it was interesting. But hey, we got some online access, we got met in the press room, and we're gonna make the best of it. And that's just how we gotta do it. And Melanie is basically the legend for saying that, like, guys, we gotta see it positive. We gotta
Yeah.
be there. We gotta do our best, and we gotta do it for our viewers. And that I can't agree more with.
I know. She's always like glass half full. It's so annoying. No, I'm kidding. It is just amazing. It is amazing. Um, so in case I know a lot of you all in the chat don't care about TikTok. I'm trying to like it, and I can understand. I can see why people may like it. It's just a different medium that I'm just not used to. But it is what we have, and as a fan outlet, we have to, accommodate the need. They only have 4 clips up yet. In case you haven't checked, Albania, Latvia, Lithuania, and Wait, did I say Latvia
Switzerland.
twice?
No,
Albania. Yeah, Switzerland. Albania, Latvia, Lithuania, and Switzerland. Sorry about
yeah.
that. And who is rehearsing right now? Who would be on stage right now?
The Netherlands is still
Moldova.
rehearsed. Yeah,
The
is it already
Netherlands.
Moldova?
So they're yeah. And Melanie, remind me again. You said the Albanian clip went up like 2 hours after they actually rehearsed or something like that.
Yeah, they rehearse, I think, at 10, and around 1, I got the clip. So there's a big delay next to, yeah, there's a big delay between them. So that's kind of sad. So I was waiting the whole day, like on TikTok, refreshing it when it's coming, and it really takes very long. I understand it because you have to still edit all those videos you make, and that's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm a little bit like, it can be a little bit quicker. Like, we are waiting for it. Like, why does it take so long?
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, there's some questions here. I feel like they were late with a lot of things. Host City was announced later than usual. The date of the semi-allocation draw was announced a week before the actual event in Avalact. Don't forget about the tickets. The tickets were
Yeah.
like
Oh
sold
yeah.
like 2 minutes ago. It's just like they just really waited until the end. Same with accreditation and everything, just like very disorganized. And
Yeah, and
I
they
don't know.
also like didn't announce a second wave of tickets, so a lot of people didn't even know that was gonna happen. And then out of nowhere, it's, oh, here's the second wave. Okay.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It is unfortunate. So, Roy and Melanie, did you guys watch the Albania dress rehearsal? Dress rehearsal. I'm way ahead.
Wow. Way
She's already ready. She's ready to. I looked at her dress and the word got stuck in my head. Did you both of you watch the clip for Albania?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I've
What are
watched
your
it.
thoughts? I mean, we have very limited information to go by.
Mhm.
We listen to some of the media chat that is going on there. I'm not sure, Melanie, if you are online in the press center and see if people talk in the chat there about anything of relevance. Have you checked it all?
Well, good to know. Ronela said in meet and greet that she probably will change her hair and outfit. So
Oh, okay.
there will be probably a change from what she's wearing now. But the first impression I got, I expected something very different. Like, I expected something more like her music video, and she went all the way. She went very pink, and what I saw, I like it. Like, I was worried that it's going to be too dark to open the show, but from what I saw, it was like, okay, this could work for an opener, and I love the pink hair. She looks amazing. So from what I see, it's promising. But as we all know, we have to see the whole thing to really can say about it. But it's promising. The quick snippet we
It's
got.
yes. Yes, I think that's basically. I want to get the energy. When I say from the music video, I'm not even talking about or like the national final. I'm not talking about a copycat, but the energy, like because it is a loud, energetic song, and so
Mhm.
it's hard to just tell by the clip how it's going to look. But
Mhm.
the one that I thought was a little again, if you guys all both saw Latvia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latvia. Again, we got what 5 to 10 seconds snippet, but my observation was it's going to be very close to the national final performance.
Yeah. I think the
Maybe
same.
Yeah.
just adjust it to the Turin stage. said.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
maybe a bit more colorful, but you also saw that I think the sun was completely disabled from what we could see in the little clip. Like you only saw the LED that was behind the rotating sun. So we can't really say much about that either. I guess it will just be the same, like you say, but then more colorful. But like, did they really need to change that much besides maybe a few lighting things and a few colorful more additions, I guess? I don't think so. So
No, I
Yeah,
don't think either.
yeah. I mean, they bank on their shtick, right? That it's that bro do kind of performance that they think will work, and it worked in the national final. So it's just, yeah, as I said, just more colorful. The rapper wears the green outfit. The singer, was it red? Yeah, the one was purple, the other one yellow. Reminds me almost of uh Iceland 2014 pull up punk. What's the name?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So just a more broad version of it.
a pro version. Yeah, from what I
Yes,
could see on the background LED, it was purple, and none of them wore a purple outfit. Somebody in the chat said, "Oh, maybe the a lot of colors will drown out them in their colorful costumes." I think a lot of it is purple, but again, wasn't much to see. So
we can
yeah,
see it. Yeah, because that reminds me a little bit of Malta last year, the very first rehearsal. Remember, because she had so much
Mm,
pink in the background, but she was wearing a pink dress on top of it, and I'm like, Destiny,
yeah,
where did you go? And
exactly.
then they all agreed with our observation that changed the color of the dress, which they did to silver,
Yeah,
right?
which was a really good
Mhm.
decision.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I saw someone comment this before as well. Like, some delegations might watch live streams like ours to maybe have like some
Uh,
criticisms, and that we now cannot really give any feedback to them to how to improve their stagings. That might hurt them in the long run. Like maybe in the second we'll be like, "Whoa, what the hell did they do? This is not what they're supposed to do," and then they can't really fix it in time, perhaps anymore. So
yeah,
yeah,
it certainly have less time to fix it. I would
mhm,
agree with that. And we have been approached on multiple occasions saying that they really appreciate our input. They may not always agree, but our intent is to be respectful, right? Because they're even if the staging, we don't like something, they went in there, well, not all of them, but most of them, trying to put something together that they thought would be appropriate. So it's so easy to always go in there and saying, this sucks. There's da, 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 da. I'm like, it's not productive. So I get that some people, a delegation, may be annoyed by it. And last year, I don't think you were on that one, Roy, but you probably seen the article about the Romanian one. Do you remember that one when
I was
Gabe?
on all live streams last year.
Yeah, for some of the reason, did that cut you? Remember that picture that they took of Gabe, Sean, and I were doing this thing when Roxon was performing, but
Oh
you weren't
yeah.
on that picture for some reason.
Oh.
And
Maybe they just cut me out. They were like, "Oh, let's get rid of him."
maybe
So
you at
Yeah.
that particular point in time you didn't have a very strong facial
yeah, I guess
expression,
that
and
was
they're like,
something.
he's not really serving us the attitude there. But Sean, Gabe, and I all had like a view of either desperation or shock or defeat on it, and then they posted that, and that went viral in Romania because Roxanne, bless her heart, sweet girl. The first
Mhm,
rehearsals were even worse than her live performance, I think. So
mhm.
it was painful to watch. So I think that kind of thing was, they don't want that out there.
Yeah,
Thinking,
like it can definitely hurt chances of some artists or some acts in general, and maybe that is why they want to hide it. Like a lot of technical issues happen in the first rehearsal as well, like the sun right now, and they just don't want that word to go out to the public to not hurt everyone's chances. Yeah,
yeah,
I guess that's
um,
the reason.
yeah. You want to talk Lithuania? I assume you all watched that one. I'm watching it here right now.
Hmm.
It looks as she has a classy dress. You
Yeah,
can
Mhm.
see a little
it
bit
looks like the
here.
same one from the national final, but I'm not
Yeah, it's
completely
also the
sure on that.
same vibe.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it's probably going to be very similar to what she has done in the national final. Just once again, use all the advantages that a big professional stage like that, brings to the table. So
Yeah.
again, that is all we get. So, but you can see water. So they have these waterfalls things. So they're going to
Oh,
have a
Yeah. Good to
little.
note that none of the delegations were allowed to use the water in their staging. So it's just a feature, but none of the delegations could use it, even though some of them did request it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then Switzerland, I have not looked at it yet.
it's a long
He,
one. Like that one all of a
yeah,
sudden is like 2 minutes instead of one or something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
forward through it right now. I'm just gonna get to the part that I care about.
Yeah.
Again, I see also again the waterfall. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong browser window. As you can see, it's yeah. Did you see the? You don't see anything. He's standing there though. You can see his legs.
Mhm.
So
Hey
there's not
guys,
much going on
breaking
there.
news. Marius
Oh,
Bear has legs.
What?
what?
Yes, for
Outrageous.
real.
Yeah. So what time is it now in Turin?
5/5.
So we're actually done with rehearsals, right? Because the last one is Moldova today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I
And
think it
aren't they
runs until
supposed?
5:10.
Yeah, so we're almost done, and we only have 4 clips, and there are a total of 8 today, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm,
So there is
Um,
very little,
8 or 9.
8 or 9, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's not as much out there as we would
9.
like to see.
no.
Alexandra is asking, Matt, are you in Turin? Will you be in the press center for the second rehearsals? Just a few minutes ago, I think you just joined. I am in New York right now on my way to Turin. I'll be there Monday. In the meantime, Melanie is holding down the fort in Turin, and I'll be in the press center for the second round of rehearsals. Yes.
Yes. And then we
Ex-
will also be there. Like I will also arrive on Monday. I'll be with Melanie that side. And yeah, we'll be running the live stream. It'll be
Sorry,
fun.
there was a bug on me. There was a bug.
I thought you were doing that because I was gonna say that I was running the live stream, and then you were like, "Oh, I don't
It,
want that. Get it
at
away."
first, I thought it was like a flea, but it was something else. It was like
Ooh.
just a fly, I think. Because it just
So there's nothing to
it
do
looks like
with
a
me.
fruit fly or something like that. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I don't know what I was talking about anymore. So that's perfect.
Sorry.
Yeah. The second round of rehearsals start on Wednesday, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So from Wednesday, we will have like a full, complete day of a live stream. So I want you all to tune into that, and then we can give you a very nice, detailed, like this description of the stagings, and we'll be able to tell you way, 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 way more than we can right now. So tune in
Yeah.
for those; they're important.
Indeed. I'm trying to look. I'm also checking out Eurovision.tv. There is a picture of the rehearsals. Let me
Yeah,
bring that one up here.
they have like a few pictures.
Hold on tight. Chrome tab. Can you see this?
Wait a second.
No.
Oh, you have to probably
I
bring it
need
in
to put it in. Yeah. Oh
because
God.
you're
No.
Roy's actually
Oh,
driving
wait,
today.
wait.
So that's
First
Okay.
time
Steen.
hosting, guys.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Steen, right? So that's Steen. Going to be clearly, probably not too surprising, a dark stage, lights here. Do you like the outfit? What do you guys? I mean, my two Dutch folks. How do you guys feel about this?
Well, I expected something like this. This is not surprising for her. It's her style. I expected something more like more extreme. So this is something what I could buy at the H&M for my feeling. But it's her,
That's
and that's most important. So yeah, she's true to herself, and I like that about it.
How about you, Roy?
Yeah, I like it as well. I think this is really, really much her style. I think what I see from the lighting, it also makes it nice and dramatic. It's like this warm yellow kind of lighting. So yeah, overall, I think this would really fit the vibe of the song, and it would convey the message very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's scroll through a few of these pictures. That's a good idea.
I'm trying to see. So this is
This is
Bulgaria,
Bulgaria.
Yeah,
with a lot of
and they have like
pyros.
this. Are that
Thingy.
like speakers or
Yeah,
something?
that
I think
speaker,
so.
a ball of speakers here, and then you see
Yes.
all the lights, and then the pyrotechnic. So they're definitely paying. Because keep in mind, when you use pyros, you pay for it. It's not the EBU just gives it you for free.
No.
That's so the delegation or the broadcast, I should say.
And
Mm.
also, It's handy to point out that usually they only use pyro for the final run through of their rehearsals. Usually they go like 3 times through the entire idea of their rehearsal, and then only for the third time they usually go with the pyros to save a little bit money, I guess.
Yeah, save a
Yeah.
few bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. That is love
Also
this view of this.
Bulgaria, I think, because you see those
Yeah,
things
that's
in
also
the
Bulgaria, exactly.
yeah.
And I may miss it because again I was on it. Oh, that's more Bulgaria here.
Yep, it's the speaker bowl, but it wasn't the
And
biggest prop that was there today.
yeah,
We'll get
That's
to that
it.
now.
This one.
that's a big Slovenia disco ball.
Yeah.
And basically what they have is this disco ball, and then behind it there's like this structure where the drummer is placed on, but I guess the camera angles will make it look like he's on top of the disco ball, which is a
You can
cool
see
idea.
like parts of it. Yeah, the drums there.
Yeah, I think if you go a bit further down or up, I don't know, there's like a full
Oh, that's Ukraine. Oh my God, why do that? Where? Oh my God, that looks like in the car wash. Do you know what I mean?
yes.
I just
Yeah,
and it's a
right.
German flag on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there should be like folders of multiple
Oh,
pictures,
let me see
like
here.
15 of them or something.
Slovenia
Yeah.
first rehearsal.
Yeah, that one. That you can see the structure where the drummers put on. If you click a bit through
Oh,
them.
that's a nice touch. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
See it in one of the final ones or something.
I mean, they definitely brought props because
Yeah.
they're trying something new visually there with Slovenia. I initially didn't have them on my radar, but I do now. Not just because of this, but I've been thinking about it.
Look, now you can see that it's like a
Oh,
structure behind the disco ball.
Yeah, you can see it's up here on a.
Yeah. But you probably won't see that on the television broadcast
No.
unless there's a
No, they're gonna have the camera angles.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tell you on Wednesday.
Yeah, how it looks, if they nailed that or not.
Mm-hmm.
This is all the things that you guys can access as well. Just go to Eurovision.tv to
Shh,
check
don't
out.
tell
all
them
the
that. That's
Oh,
exclusive
sorry.
just here on
Oh.
ESC United.
Exclusive here, ESC United, and we got all the pictures.
Yeah, I just took all those pictures. I just made them.
Yeah, exactly. You snuck in
Exactly.
somehow.
Yeah, I know my people here.
So I want to go back to the car wash Ukraine here. Give me 1 second.
No,
Oh,
no, you have to go
what's further
below.
down, right? I'm going the
Yeah.
wrong way.
Stop.
Yes,
Oh,
there we go.
there it is. So the folder must be here
But
somewhere.
a little bit,
right?
yeah, a little bit above. I just saw it already.
Oh, you saw it? Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's Slovenia.
Yeah, but a bit higher than.
That's
A little bit
Bulgaria.
higher. Yeah, yeah. Go higher, 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 higher.
I'm going.
Come on, scroll. Matt, you can do
Oh,
it.
they're
There we
all the way
go.
here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Matt has an unhealthy relationship with the car wash. He always.
Oh, tell about it.
I have
Right.
a trauma. Yeah, I'm traumatized.
What
Latvia as
happened?
well.
I'm so. It's just wonderful though to see them here in because we didn't
Yeah.
know what was going to happen, and it is so important to the country and to them to be represented on this international stage. They did have some. There were some concerns with the EBU, and then because they had to do a few revisions because their staging became a little political.
Well,
I think
click
what they're
through
saying,
it
like,
once more.
huh?
Click the next picture. They're still using the yellow and the blue lighting, which was their idea. They wanted to like have the lighting of their flag basically represented in the stage.
That makes sense.
And maybe some symbolisms to that as well. We don't know the in details of those things, but the EBU said that that was a bit too political at the moment. But it seems like they're still using yellow and blue lighting in the staging. So
I mean,
be
yellow
fair
and
to
blue
them.
lighting. That I mean, we've seen other countries use colors of their flags before, right? So
Yeah, definitely. Albania does it nearly every year. Like usually, there's a lot of red and black involved. In their
it would be
staging.
kind of weird. Sorry, Albania, you're never allowed to use the color red on your staging because
Yeah, it's in your
it's
flag.
we can't have that. So yeah, that is what we know. So we haven't seen any of the clips yet. It's just so uneventful seeing these
Yeah.
things, but it is what it is.
Oh, just a moment in between. Chiara Milanoli just became a member. How wonderful! Thank you very much
Oh,
from the entire Eastern
Yes, thank
United
you very
team.
much. All that support is always very much appreciated because
Very much
Eurovision
so.
ain't cheap. Um, so yeah, but based on what we've seen so far, do you think there is a catastrophe at hand in terms of outfits, or you're not too what you've seen so
mm,
far, not too concerned?
Not really. I don't think this is a
hmm.
catastrophe. Like what they were wearing in their national selection was also very loose and very like a lot of fabric going around all the places basically. So it was going to be something like this that they did it with these kind of knots things. Maybe goes a bit more into the extreme, but I don't think it looks bad at all.
No, me neither. It's
Yeah,
okay. So yeah.
that is true. What side are you looking on? Punk was asking. It's the official Eurovision website,
Yeah,
Eurovision.tv. That's what we looked at because again, they're keeping everything under wraps for the most part. All we get are the pictures and as well as the
TikTok.
TikToks, talk the ticks, as I lovingly call them. So yes, it's just a very different environment, just a very different experience this time around. But all we can do is play along and bring you the most appropriate and insightful content there is, I guess. But with not being there, it's tough. All we can do is watch the same stuff that you're looking at, and well, we have access to meet and greets, but you can watch the meet and greets as well because they're also available to everyone, right? They're live, I would assume. So you
I'm
can
sure,
watch them.
sure.
You just cannot ask questions like we do. So yeah, that's the
I'm sure
biggest
the
difference.
first meet and greet is live.
No, I don't think that everyone can watch them. I think only we can watch them in the online press center.
Hmm.
Usually, like one of the later ones that they do, that one is live and watchable for everyone. But the first one, I don't think was live last year either. But I could be wrong.
I don't know. We also, I mean, I can look it up as well, but I'm wondering, are the Euro Club stuffs open already, Melanie, on Sunday? Or when do they open up all the Euro Club venues? Do you know?
I have no idea. I think it all will be starting here around Saturday. No, with the official opening ceremony. That then all the festivities start.
So they're
Because
not going to be open the first week, basically,
I
right?
don't think so. Oh, I missed the queue, but if someone knows it here to tell me, please. But there isn't anything really Eurovision related now at the moment. So they're still building the Eurovision village. So yeah, I
Yeah,
hope that it
it
still will
is.
be starting these few days, but I don't know it yet. But
Yeah, it seemed a little. I mean, again, this is not the first time that people are like a little behind. I know Kiev was a little behind as well in
mm,
2017, and it was really funny. I always laugh at that in a very loving way, not like in a mean-spirited way. But I remember the first night at um, a Euro Club, because that's where usually all the die-hard fans, because they were open for 2 weeks, right? So they were open like that first Sunday, like basically, and that all these female dancers with very little to wear, and people were up like for this wrong audience, and the next day they were all gone. It was just funny. So they had to figure out a few things, I think, and then they made a lot of changes also. But that's kind of how you do. I remember in Tel Aviv, they did a phenomenal job adjusting. Like there was something not right, and the next day or a few hours later, it was fixed. They didn't, because one thing I mean, they technically have to offer is at least for the press water, right? To stay
yeah,
hydrated. They had no water the first day, and we were all just like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." And then so the
Yeah.
next, the people, and then a few minutes later, they had like all these bottles, and they were always stocked and all that stuff. So they always were really good at accommodating and adjusting to the little things that didn't go right from the beginning.
Yeah. But we
mm,
got those insights on Wednesday as well, perhaps,
Yeah.
yeah.
when you were there.
Now,
Mhm.
Eurovision Gem is asking a good question, Melanie and Roy. Do you think it'll be like this moving forward in future years, or is it just something they are doing this year? What do you guys think?
It's a hard one. I think they will do the TikTok partnership because they will want to approach a new target group with it. But I think they will evaluate all things happen, and they will do it on some other way next year. But like we know, we are just the Eurovision 2022 season just started, so they just now trying to do with TikTok what they want to do, and I think they still have to find out how it works. So it's hard to say if they will do it the same next year or not.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to reevaluate everything.
Yeah.
I can only speak to what they said in that when they addressed the whole fan media situation, that they will reevaluate and review this whole process this summer, so that for the 23 season they are ready to actually tackle it. Which is why probably very important to provide good content for us, so that we look good as well, I guess. So that is definitely something very important. I feel like everyone's looking at me right now. Hang on. This feels really weird. Maybe I should not talk as well. Go ahead.
MZ London asks, which rehearsals are you guys most excited to see? Melanie, do you have any that you're really excited to see?
All of them. No, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, S-team because I'm Dutch, but that's a very okay answer. Let me check the contestants list. Let me check which one I really want to see.
I can give you my answer while you're thinking.
Go.
Mine is
mine.
I don't know. Mine's Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
I'm really interested what they're gonna do with Georgia.
Yeah, true. Actually, I was gonna say San Marino because you'd never know what Akira Lauro is gonna come up with. But Georgia is also a really good shout.
I'm gonna share my screen again real quick, Roy, if you can bring it on.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God, there it is.
Because there's one picture of Moldova.
Ooh.
They are definitely.
Amazing.
What do you guys think?
I dig their outfits. I think
I love it.
my outfit of the violinist looks really cool.
I love it. Yeah, I like that. It's just, I wouldn't call it hot pouch, but it's just like so unique, and I'm all about, especially when it comes to guys, because I always feel like they often have a harder time coming up really with cool outfits because it seems like it's limited. I mean, go to an H&M, like women have 5 floors and the guys have like this little corner, and so I like when they are a little bit more experimental and seems to have the traditional aspects to it and just very colorful. So I think I like it.
Yeah, I really like it also.
Yeah.
Is there also they brought, because there were rumors they are going to bring a train with them? Do we see it already or not?
That's the only picture that's on there as of right now.
Maybe we'll get that with the TikTok or something.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to go. Oh, there's a search button. I'm still learning about TikTok. I'm like, how do you search again on this stupid machine? We still are stuck in Switzerland, so we still have nothing new on there.
Some Dutch person said in the chat, who was it? Inspios, that it kind of looked like there was a dwarf in the background, like a little dwarf.
That little one, yeah.
It looks a little bit like that, but it might be just the picture angle. Like, we don't know that.
Okay, now as soon as I stopped sharing, something else popped up.
Yeah,
the Dutch pictures are up, said someone chat. So
there's another picture. Yeah, I'll start sharing again. So Roy, bring me back in just a moment.
Oh yes, you're not there yet though.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there.
Hurry up!
Come on!
No pressure.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, good job.
I clicked the wrong click. Okay, here it is.
Oh yeah.
That's not the Netherlands, in case you're wondering.
No.
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 No, above.
I guess it would be above, yeah. Up top.
Yeah, all the
That's
way.
above? I didn't see anything above.
All the way to the top.
Then show to
show new to updates. Got it.
Yes. And then Netherlands first. Wait, what's this?
These are just behind the scenes first
That's
dress rehearsal.
Bulgaria, I think.
First dress rehearsal.
You need to go one higher, Matt.
Yeah, I know. I just want to look at it.
Dress
rehearsal doesn't sound right to me. Okay, there she is.
Yeah. Okay, that's S-team.
So the lighting is bluish. Okay, now the lights went off.
Picture isn't loading. How wonderful.
It isn't loading.
Let me go back here and see if it's. Nope, there are issues.
No.
Okay.
I had that as well.
Okay.
Earlier.
I love the smoke.
Okay, so it's really just, and it seems like the colors are changing to blue, golden, no hamster wheel.
Mhm.
Disappointed. And that's a picture we saw
Yeah.
earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And black again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
oh,
different
that's a
shot.
nice shot.
I like that
That's
shot too.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
It
going to be a
still
lot of
doesn't say
zooming
much,
in and
but
zooming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think so.
Key here is simplicity, probably.
yeah, but that was to be
Yeah.
expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a good. I mean, you can hardly see her, but there's going to be smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke effects.
Smoke and lightning. Yeah.
So different than thunder and lightning.
It's like every other picture is black. No, never mind. There are two black ones. And
Oh,
then she is there singing.
sound checking. Yeah.
How old is she?
21
Well,
Oh,
oh,
she's older because some people's like she's super young. I'm like, I
or
thought she was
22,
16.
something like that.
She's not that young. Okay.
No, she's younger than me, which I don't like because that makes me feel a bit old.
So yeah, that is what we have so far.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Netherlands is too dark, somebody is saying. It's hard. Keep in mind, the pictures can be deceiving because the camera work is really key here. And it may look on pictures a little bit off, but it may look just right. Oop, I should probably stop sharing because there's
Yeah,
something.
and like you got to also keep in mind that with the real performance, it will be seen through the camera of the TV basically. And if you're making pictures for Eurovision, you'll at least be like on the side or like completely on a different place. So the pictures that you see right now might not come across the same way, or most likely won't come across the same way as you will see on the TV when the performance will be put live, basically.
Yeah, that is true. So Ukraine is number one in the Eurovision odds for 2 months now. Do you think it is a political thing or is the song so good to win? I mean, it was popular before. I mean, the song was like before the invasion of Russia. So it's hard for me to just say like it's just because of that because the song was
Yeah.
popular from the get-go.
It was already first in the odds when it was selected as the song, and then the invasion wasn't happening. The odds did increase for them, but you gotta keep in mind you can't just have something like that go on and then just have a bad song. Like you also need a good song with it. We've seen in the past as well with like Yugoslavia when things were happening in that area a little bit. I don't fully remember what country it exactly was, but they thought that would do really well, and then it didn't end up doing that well because the song might not just be good enough for that. And in my opinion, Ukraine is absolutely phenomenal. It is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, let's just see. And I know that if they end up winning, I know a lot of people will say it's only political,
Yeah.
but you can't really just do anything about that. So, do you guys have on accreditation? Yes, we do. And on-site, I'll be on-site in a couple of days. But I'm not there yet. I'm still in the US of A. But for only, well, a little bit more than 24 hours because it's 11:28 here. I keep forgetting because I live in California, so I'm always adding plus 9 hours, but right now it's only plus 6. So it's only 5:30 where you are, right?
Yes.
5:30 in
yes.
Europe.
Yeah.
5:30. So it's odd. It's really odd. So
Mhm.
let me check TikTok one more time. Still
TikTok.
nothing. Gosh, it's taking forever. I'm sure they're all gonna pop up one boom 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 after that.
Yeah, while we're all asleep, while we're not expecting it, we're gonna get a TikTok
Yeah.
invasion.
Out of the 4 videos so far, Latvia got the most views actually.
Oh, really?
Fantastic.
Yeah, but to be
No,
fair,
I mean, it is also the type of song that goes big on TikTok.
Yeah.
yeah, it's TikTok friendly. That is true.
Right.
Also, to be fair, Switzerland hasn't been on there as long, and Lithuania. But yeah, because but Albania has 67,000 views, Latvia has 73,000, and they came on after, and then it goes down for the other two.
Okay. Yusuf is asking, who are your guys' winner pre-rehearsal? Do you want to share that, or do you not want to share that? Melanie, who's your favorite?
Favorite? Albania. I actually
Really?
want Albania to win. Yeah, it would be amazing. So, Cornella, bring it to Albania, please.
Nice. Matt?
Yes.
who's
Go
your
1 second. Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my room.
Who's your favorite, Matt? Are you willing to share
You
that?
are, right? You always been my favorite.
Oh,
Oh, so sweet.
I will rub that into everyone else from EC United that I'm your
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh,
Yes, always. The
Yeah,
most shocking qualifier for you ever. What was the most shocking
ever.
qualifier for y'all?
qualifier or non-qualifier? Qualifier.
Qualifier, like the song that you did not think would go through. Mine's
Ever.
easy. And I think our reaction went viral a little with San Marino in 2019.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
one.
that makes sense.
I was just
Yeah.
like, did that just happen? It was this awkward like excitement, but then because
Mhm.
it's San Marino, they can send
Mhm.
anything and we would be excited. So that was just, but that was the biggest shocker to me. I think I'm trying to think back who else was a shocker.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's so many years. You
Mhm.
guys think of somebody else that blew you
I don't
away?
know. It's
I don't
it's
know.
um
Yeah.
I can't think on top of
Mm,
my head. That's like something I would need to like look up or something or do a bit
no,
of
I think that
research
was
on.
probably the biggest surprise to me. I'd
Yeah.
have to look at the list because my
Yeah.
brain is a little shot for
Yeah.
sure.
We might come
So
back to that on a later day.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. um, yeah. So keep in mind what we're doing today here is very much off the cuff because we don't know the flow, how quickly things will come up. We wanted to talk about the rehearsals with y'all for a little while, and clearly this is even less information they give us than anticipated. They definitely guarding everything and they make it very exclusive to Eurovision.tv now with the live blog and everything.
Yeah.
So it is. I know a lot of the fan media is, of course, upset that they are being kind of after all these years being they feel at least tossed aside because a lot of this coverage could have been done. Yeah, I mean, at least to a certain extent by fan media, there could have been just be certain rules or regulation put in place.
Yeah.
Um, I was going to ask a question about that. Oh, we asked it earlier about do you think it's going to stay that way or if they're going to change it? I have a feeling that I think the first rehearsal, like press not being allowed, that will stay. I think that it's just something that delegations asked for the reason that were mentioned earlier. That I believe will stay in terms of press online fan access. That remains to be seen. That remains to be
Yeah.
seen. And I think a lot of people are very upset because I know people who've been going since 1990. Let that sink in, right? And they, for the first time ever, did not get accreditation this year.
Wow.
So it is, and they're not just,
Yeah.
they've
It,
been,
it's it leaves a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth because like we as like the
yeah.
fan press cover the contest all year round and yeah,
Mhm.
would be a nice little thing like here you can have accreditation. I mean, of course you can't give everyone, but it's an odd situation. But it remains to be seen. They will evaluate it in the summer, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. Melanie, a question for you from Dario. I heard what Matt and Roy think about Croatia, but what are your thoughts? Do you like Croatia?
Mm.
Is
It's
it your
it's
guilty pleasure?
it's cute. It's cute. I just wish it was something more. It's so radio friendly, and I like to listen to it. It's very pleasant, but I also always forget about the song. So it's cute, but it could be more. That's what I think about it.
Okay, Green Oscar is saying Citi, Zēni, and the HOD, the head of delegation, they have confirmed on the Instagram live that they've been informed the stage for Torino will not be fixed.
I guess they refer to the sun then, that
I
it
would think
won't be.
so. Because of their issues, they usually fix them. But if it's the sun and that affects everyone, then I would think that they would fix that. I don't know exactly what they won't fix because there are issues on it that they have to fix. I remember in 2011, Eric Sade, popular, like you remember the
Mm,
glass cage that then breaks.
yeah.
It didn't work for the longest time in
No,
the
really.
rehearsals, and he was getting frustrated. And so the team was sitting outside in the parking lot rehearsing this thing over and over, and it worked in the end, right? But
Mhm.
that kind of stuff needs to happen. Same for uh, Moldova 2019. Stay until you find a way. The return of the Sand Lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So many issues with the staging and camera work. So they had to rehearse as well. Estonia that year, Storm with that special effect when he spins around.
Hmm.
There were major technical difficulties, although they chose to have very
Very
difficult,
complicated.
complicated staging. So at some point, like, look, you wanted to go with this. You felt very strongly about it. So it's just, we have the light bulb of Duncan in 2019. You remember that, the two of you, huh?
Yeah,
When
Yeah.
they had the light bulb which was sitting on the piano, and the first
Oh,
one was
yeah.
like an IKEA lamp that they had
yeah,
at first. It was like, oh my god, that is like I spent more on my interior in my place, and then I remember the second run through they had it just sitting on the piano. I'm like,
yeah.
odd.
I remember that it was like in every single talk show in the Netherlands. Like,
I was going to say,
oh,
I'm like,
we finally had the chance to maybe do well and maybe win, and then we ruin it with some IKEA light bulb. Urgh.
Yeah.
oh,
It's
so
in
is that
Belgium.
people already thought you're not going to win? Was it like really?
Oh
Because I
yeah, yeah,
know
hundred
the
Yeah,
percent.
Dutch, I like the Germans a little bit when it comes to that. Always like,
Oh, the
we're gonna
Dutch are the
miss.
most pessimistic people sometimes. Like
Yeah.
every time our artists get announced, it's like, who's that? This is gonna be terrible. We're gonna do bad this year. And then when the song comes out, oh, I hate it. It's not gonna do well enough. Oh, it's in Dutch this year. That's not gonna work. There's always gonna be like the initial wave of very much disappointment and I don't know, like a little bit of self hatred in a way. Not maybe hatred. That's a bit too far, but you get what I mean. We're very critical. Yeah.
Yeah. So Green Oscar is saying the sun, the waterfall was causing the issues with the sun, and in order to have the sun working, they would need to get rid of the waterfall. So they
What? Okay.
choose to have the waterfall over the sun, I guess. Um,
Uh, Interesting.
is
Mhm.
Here's the thing. This is the first day of rehearsals. They have a week till they're over a week before the dress rehearsals kick off. I have a hard time believing that they cannot start working on fixing this. I don't know. There must be more going on. I need to read. I mean, I haven't had a chance to really go through social media and the news right now,
Hmm.
but I have a hard time believing that they're just saying it's just what it is. That's not the EBU's way when it comes to
No,
staging.
no. Then it must be like a massive technical issue. But like then that should have been tested and found before, right? When they had
Yeah.
like the stand-in rehearsals, like they already used the full staging. If I,
Yeah.
yeah,
I wonder if they then should get rid of the waterfall. Somebody's saying in the chat that this may not even add that much. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen really the camera work. I like
yeah,
the idea of the waterfall actually a whole lot, but
yeah.
if it's causing all the issues,
It's like with Baku. I really, really love that they had like water around the stage. Like it wasn't a waterfall, but I just really liked that there was water. It was just so cool.
Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Oh, was that
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen?
Yeah.
hmm
Ah, was oh no, Baku was a different
There was a
stage.
big
Yeah, you're
square,
right.
the big
Baku was,
cube-looking
yeah,
You're right. Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
smaller
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I'm mixed up with my in my head.
thing. That is quite all right. Yeah, and some people are talking about again about Citi Zēni that they made this in statement on Instagram that their stage will not be fixed. So I wonder if there's a lot of. It's gonna now be very interesting, and I should go into the online press center and see if there are any talk in the chat,
Good
because
idea.
I would think there are a lot of delegation that would be quite upset about it
I
because
mean, I
they
would
came in
think
here with
so.
the vision and the plan because they have to submit their ideas, the vision, and everything to them in advance, right? They're not just going to show up today and be like, "Here, well, that's all we're going to do," except a while ago. I remember the Netherlands in 2012. They had very little idea what they're going to do with the staging, and
Mm.
so it that was a different story. The worst part is that the EBU has been totally silent about it, so we can only speculate from bits and pieces from the delegations.
Yeah.
Wow, you, the EBU is always hush hush, right? It's always
Mm.
just only when they really, really have to. I can see an official statement coming at the end of the day or first thing tomorrow or something. There will be some statement if this continues to be an issue with everybody. Because keep in mind, we only had 8 or 9 today rehearsed, right?
9.
We still have 9.
Yeah, we had
Okay,
9 rehearsed
so
today.
we still have 31 other delegations
Yeah.
that then would have to go through the same thing. Oh my God, that may come as
That
an
must
issue.
be horrible.
Or they're just going, it affects everyone, not just one delegation. Everyone is equally affected by it. So just
Yeah.
build a bridge and get over it.
But like I'm not sure who wrote our article, but it said in our article that maybe they have the sun work in a lower capacity. I could also say or think that they might mean that with it,
Yeah.
they're not gonna fix it to the extent that it would have been initially, but maybe they'll lower down the capacity or what it can do. So it might not just be completely out of the window, but just not as what they firstly intended with it.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So we'll see. It's gonna be we'll gotta keep an eye on social media, and y'all in the chat can let us know as well. It's not all
Yeah.
going to happen today, of course.
Yeah.
But I think there will be some announcement or some repercussions will happen because of all of this. I'm trying to look at some of the notes here, but I don't see anything else that is being mentioned. Nope.
Let's see. Are there
I'm
any questions for us?
Yeah, double check. I'm going to jump back into TikTok.
Ah.
Oh, we got another TikTok.
Oh, really?
Oh, how
Slovenia.
wonderful. Let's react to it together.
Yeah. Can you show it to us? Okay.
Yes.
Nice suits. Love it. Love it. Okay. They are preparing, singing.
I mean, again, we're not getting the actual camera work, people. So keep that in mind. So it's not
Exactly.
going to.
This is I hope you guys are enjoying Melanie and my forehead.
Dave's climbing up the ladder. He's
Uh-huh.
sitting on top of it, and so they have a big old disco ball right there.
And they what's that for move? Is that the keyboard player?
Yes, I think so.
Oh.
See, and that's all we get.
Yeah. Well.
Is this shorter than the Swiss one?
Yeah.
Just in 3 hours to put that together.
Okay.
Yeah, this is back to the start again.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that they have different lengths for different countries.
Yeah.
Like, I would at least assume that all of them would be the same length to not give anyone any advantage or disadvantage. But hey, maybe it's an experiment.
Yeah, because the Swiss one was longer, so I expected, they worked out what they want to do, so the next one will also be longer. But it looks like it's this the same length again, like the Albanian one and the other one. So
it could also mean that, for example, Switzerland had a really good rehearsal. Like from the first rehearsal, everything worked how they expected it to go, so they have more footage to use in the videos. But then still, it's a bit weird that it's like nearly twice as long.
Yeah,
a bit mad.
It could be. I mean, Switzerland's performance appears to be a little more subtle anyway and simple. So I don't think they rely on a whole lot of stuff. Who knows? I'm just guessing right now based on what I've seen
we're all
and
just guessing.
Yeah,
that's a frustrating part.
Yeah,
Where we can do or say anything. It's frustrating. Yeah. Oh, somebody says Slovenia's TikTok is out. Yeah, we saw that, and we can also check if there are any more pictures. Oh, we saw already Moldova.
There's only like the gallery of Moldova left to see. I think like the 12 pictures or something. Like we've only seen that one picture, and then later they upload like a gallery of 12 or something. So it's the only one that we still need to get.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the most recent update was 21 minutes ago, the Netherlands. So then we're just waiting for Moldova. Now, just out of curiosity, y'all, I know we talked about which we are looking forward to rehearsals. That is, let me take a look at tomorrow's rehearsals.
Right. I have that on my phone.
Tomorrow we'll have Portugal, Croatia, Denmark, Austria, Iceland, Greece, Norway, and Armenia.
Yes.
Which of these are like you really interested in? Like, I have two that stand out to me a lot right now.
I am really interested in Portugal because I love the song, but the staging in the national final was not convincing for me. So I'm really curious if they are going to bring the same staging now to the Eurovision stage, or they are going to go the complete other way. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick two. Ooh. I might pick a third, but I think Matt will mention that one maybe. I'm really looking forward to how Denmark will be without the orchestra and like on this stage, and because I really like the song, of course. But I'm really curious what Armenia will do with the staging. I think
Hmm.
that can be really colorful, very bright. Very curious how they will exactly do it. What do you have, Matt?
Greece. I'm really interested in
Exactly
Greece
what I
because
thought.
the Greek team all what
That's exactly what I thought you would say.
Greece. I'm definitely interested in that one because they always do something. It doesn't always work, but they never come here and be like, well, just stand there and do your thing. No, they give us something. And I'm also interested in Austria only because I know that there are a lot of people talking about how her performances during those concert things were not as
Right?
impressive.
Yeah.
So I want to see how it's going to sound here. Do they have backup singers? Do they have like a backtrack or something like that? That must be something they may have planned.
I don't think we will hear that tomorrow though. Like
No.
I'm not sure if we've really heard them sing. In a few of them, we have heard them sing, I think, but only like the backstage kind of part. So we only get that answer
True,
like
true,
Wednesday or
true. You won't hear
Thursday.
that.
Yeah.
True, we're not going to get much of that. I keep forgetting about that.
Hmm.
So, yeah. And then in the second semifinal, I already mentioned Georgia. I'm super interested in.
Yeah.
I'm also interested
That's
what
another.
Serbia is going to pull out because they're going to make some changes, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to make it.
And for the people who watched the home concert yesterday, they had a really cool like nearly a painting kind of thing with their performance, and I thought that would look really cool. So yeah, that might bode something well for Serbia. I like that.
Yep, me too. So those are the ones I'm definitely looking forward to as well. And then of course, virtually every big five, almost four of
Yeah.
them. And
I'm curious to see how UK will do
yes,
the
I mean,
most.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's going to be all about the charismatic singer because he demands your attention kind of thing, right? He's very good at.
Yeah, well, we thought it would be the same last year. It would be about a charismatic singer and maybe a few dancers, and then they came up with some massive trumpets. So maybe we'll get a big rocket ship that he sits in. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but we do know that Sam Ryder has charisma. We didn't know
Yeah.
Yeah,
anything
hundred
about
percent.
James Newman. That would be the problem.
Yeah.
Stephen Baker is asking, who do you think will be this year's shock flop, like San Marino 21? I don't know if San Marino was a shock. I mean, they did qualify. Um,
Yeah. It
so,
wasn't a shock to me.
hmm?
No, me
It
neither.
wasn't. It wasn't a shock to me. I didn't expect it to do that well. But I said it through the entire live stream process, and then Gabe was like,
Hmm.
"No, it will be amazing," and then I was like,
Um, I'm. I don't know. I don't want to
"Yeah,
say because then people get always mad at me. Like, how
Mm-hmm.
dare
yeah."
you say that about this country?
It's always going to be subjective as well. Like
Yes.
maybe our like expectations of what a country can do are different from what you would say would flop. Like maybe we expect it to end up where it ends up, but you might think, "Ah, it's going to be like in it for the win." Who knows? So it's
I
difficult
don't
to
know why I'm
comment on
so
that, isn't it?
scared. I'm a little scared. I don't know why, and I shouldn't. But it's just like for Poland and Czech Republic for some reason. I don't know why. Because
Hmm.
Poland, we've got burned so many times, with the jury. So maybe it's just like I'm mentally preparing myself for the worst case scenario with Czech Republic. I don't know because it's such a very popular song, but it could easily just miss the mark for people on stage. I don't know. People are not too impressed with their performances either until now. So those may stand out for me, but it's hard to say without seeing them. With
Yeah,
Romania, for instance, last year we kind of saw the writing on the wall as
yeah,
time passed, moved on, and we saw more and more. I'm like, this is not going to make it. We had a similar feeling for like Greece 2018, right? Everyone thought that was going to qualify, and they're like, this is not. No, what's that blue hand? And like, well, it means this. I'm like, yeah, but for the average viewer, it means just he didn't wash your hands. So it's just so this could happen as well. Someone,
yeah,
we don't
yeah,
know yet.
and we'll see that on from Wednesday onwards, basically.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Matt, did you realize that most Eurovision countries broadcasters such as BBC and TVE have official TikTok accounts? Yeah, I mean, I think most of them have like some sort of TikTok presence, and it's just what the market demands. Usually, they all Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Any of the major ones are usually on there. So no, that doesn't come as a surprise to me at all. So let me just refresh one more time here. I'm going also to Twitter here to see if Eurovision.tv said anything else. Oh, thank you. I'll be over in 2 minutes. Thank you so much. My room's ready.
Yay!
Yay, wonderful.
Are we going to get a room tour or not?
What?
Are we going to get a room tour?
A hoop tour?
A room tour.
Sorry. I'm so a hoop tour? A room tour. Room tour. I can't. I mean, I have to go to I cannot bring I have all my stuff situated here. I cannot do a room tour with my luggage and then trying to check in. If you want, can you guys entertain real quick while I'm checking in?
Of course.
Oh.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Melanie isn't able to, but.
No, I'm not able to. I'm just sitting here being cheerleader.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a great job at that.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, any questions? Put that in the chat and make sure to
entertain us while Matt's going away and we don't have entertainment at the moment.
Exactly, like we can entertain you by answering your questions at ESC United in the chat.
You know what's going to be funny? If someone now steals Matt's stuff. So someone's now stealing Matt's.
Weird, yeah. Some robber just coming by and just grabbing the laptop and running away. And
yeah,
like,
we're going to see it.
Yeah. First question from Yokas. Do you miss the French language this year? Melanie, do you miss it?
No, not really. We are getting a lot of other languages this year, like Lithuanian. We are getting Dutch. We are getting, how do you say that? Bretonese? Breton.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are getting a lot of other languages this year. So I'm happy that we are getting those languages. So I'm not missing French language. No.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily someone who specifically loves one language either. Like there's a few that I definitely prefer. Like I love how Finnish sometimes sounds or Estonian. But it's not like I'll necessarily specifically miss one language. There will be plenty of other languages for us to devour on and be like, oh, it's so cool that they sing in their own language. So I'm not really missing French either.
No.
Nothing against the French language, obviously, but it's not necessarily that I'm like, yeah, I miss it.
But Roy, how's your Italian?
My Italian is horrible.
Oh, really? Because people here don't speak English. And,
you
know, my English isn't perfect, so they don't understand me. So you have to save me here. So
I have a friend who speaks Italian very well, and I asked her if she can translate me a few sentences that I need because I'm allergic to paprika, for example. So I might need a sentence like that, like, "Oh, do you have something that doesn't have paprika in it? Because else I might get sick the entire evening."
I have to say with onions. So if you can also learn that sentence, nice.
I can ask that. Yeah, I can ask if she can like put a few sentences that we can just use. Yeah, it will be a struggle, but it'll be fun. Let's see. Any questions? Roy and Melanie from oh my god, my scrolling is so terrible.
Aussie Rose.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one I was going for. Aussie Rose. Roy and Melanie, would Netherlands be happy host again so soon if S-Team won this year?
Of course.
What do you think?
Of course, we are happy to organize it again. I don't know if we have money, but we are happy to do it again. Also because I really want to have a proper Eurovision like we had it last year, but we didn't have all these festivities like the Euro Club. We didn't have an Eurovision village. So I actually kind of missed it. So I just think we really have to win this year so we can have a second chance. So people vote for Estina. And you all can come to the Netherlands again and give me free food. I give
food as well. Yeah, give us free food. That's the best thing.
Yay!
So I'm gonna start packing up a little bit here. Maybe I can switch over to my
it's
thing.
Fine. Just if you put it back up in your hotel room, we'll manage until then.
All right, I'm gonna hang out here for I'm gonna pack up in a second. So keep talking.
Okay.
Let's see. Do we have any more questions?
We have said London. if Ukraine wins and can't host, where would you like to see the contest be held next year, Roy?
Where would I like to see it be hosted?
Yeah,
Just a country I haven't visited yet, like ideally, and there's a lot of countries that I haven't visited yet. I think it wouldn't be necessarily the most realistic thing that they would do. I
no
would
saying.
assume or think that they would go for maybe something like Germany, UK, maybe even Sweden, like the big countries that will be very good at providing a good enough venue. Maybe they
Mhm.
will have like a Ukrainian team writing the show and just deciding on what will happen, but it will probably then be at a big five country, I would think. What about you?
Yeah, I also think that. I also think it will be going to be like a big five country, and if I have to choose from the big five country, I would like to happen it in the UK. So yeah, I think that's what will be going to happen. Like if UK win, I think it will be going to be in the UK. But that's what I think.
Yeah, you only need to get rid of the rain part of the country's name, and then you like, yeah, it was a bad joke. I should not have made it.
I was like, what is he thinking? Is there a rain in the flag? I was like, no.
No, not the flag, the name of the country.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking about that.
Do you prefer from Ioannis? Do you prefer? Oh God, it's scrolling up again. Traditional songs or songs more like international, so many people can understand the language and may. It scrolled again.
May I say
I say
mainstreamish
Swedish
acoustic?
acoustic.
No, I
So
prefer more traditional songs because I think that's the strength also of Eurovision to actual show what your country can do in music and what I think it has to be a great mix of what is now popular in the country itself and
mhm.
show more traditional stuff. So that's what I'm actually looking for in a good Eurovision song.
Yeah, I think that it is very important that in Eurovision we have a mix of the two. Like, yes, the music landscape is moving forward, it is modernizing, it's becoming better and better. And so Eurovision has to move along with that. But we also need those nice traditional flavors here and there. Like, for example, Moldova this year. I think it
Yeah,
is absolutely wonderful what Moldova is sending. It's so much fun. It shows the music that they listen in their country is very like folky and I love those kind of songs. So for me it's really just a good mix of the two. I wouldn't be able to just have traditional songs and just have modern songs. I think that would be really, really boring. So yeah, I would just want a mix really.
yeah, me also. Okay, do we have more
Then
questions?
what did you say?
Do we have more questions? For people asking, where's Matt? Matt is checking in his hotel room.
Yeah.
So he will be back in, I think, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So it's
Yeah,
just me
something
and
like
Roy
that.
now.
He's probably going to go upstairs. He's probably not even going to unpack a suitcase because why would he
Yeah.
anyways? Um, and yeah, he might jump back on. I think he would when he's back in his room and all situated
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah, he promised us a room tour. So I want my room tour.
I mean, he didn't promise anything. He just kind of talked around it.
I want one. So
Okay, Melanie. Thomas Labori is asking, who is your favorite among the big five countries this year?
the first of
Personally.
all, I almost love all the big five songs. So that's
Me too.
something really, really, really rare.
Mhm.
My big favorite this year is France, full on. Really love the vibe of the song. And I actually also met them at Eurovision in concert, and they were so nice. So yeah, I'm
You of course already met a lot of artists. That's cool.
yeah, I'm very happy with it because I don't think I'm going to meet them here. Maybe we're going to meet them here with
Who knows?
interviews. But I was at the venue and I was trying to find out where the delegation bus will stop. But they are just arriving with the bus and then they are going to some security board and then they immediately go like in an underground past the park there. So you can't really see them going to the venue. So that's kind of sad. So I hope we can still meet them at concerts or special stuff on here. I expect Sam Ryder actually to perform somewhere here, like with his Queen
Yeah,
lights.
You
Uh,
usually have like a few of those evenings where artists also come and perform. I also think like
yeah.
Kiwi Jam, for example, usually have a few artists. But
Mm-hmm.
there's also others. I'm not sure what exactly will happen. I haven't really looked into it. I'm more just a
No.
bit stressed to pack my suitcase and be in time for my flight and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah,
Understand.
for me as well, I love basically the entire top five. Not love, I like the most, and then yeah. But France also is my favorite. It's just super unique. It's super cool. It's exactly up
Yeah.
my alley. So yeah, France is my
Yeah. I
favorite.
can't wait to dance with you on that song. Like, w- just imagine you are at Euroclub and France Fulan is coming up. It's going to be a big party.
Oh, I would go mental. I would go
Yeah.
absolutely mental and just
And I
dance
will
around
film
my
it, guys.
favorite
So I will film him going mental on that song. So that's my
song. Yeah. Somebody also asked before if Matt and me will be in Turin. Yes, Matt is on site press for us, so he will be in the venue as well. I will also be going to Turin. I'm sharing an Airbnb with Melanie as well,
Yeah.
which will be fun. We'll be roomies or something.
Yay.
I mean, depending on how fun you think it is.
I think you will be mad at me at the end of this journey. Like
Yeah, you
you
think
are
so?
thinking, I'm never going to share an Airbnb with you. But I
Well, we'll find
also
out
know,
about
like,
that.
it's already a mess, and I still have to
Of
find
course,
out.
but as long as it's only your room, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm arriving on Monday. I fly like early in the morning and then I arrive at like 4 something like that. I don't really remember
Mhm.
exactly. So like in the afternoon somewhere. I have a long layover in Munich. So
Oh,
yeah,
Munich. I thought Frankfurt. Why did I thought Frankfurt?
I think it's Munich. It might
No.
be Frankfurt. No, I think it's Munich.
Okay.
Yeah. I might do like an Instagram live stream or something, but depends on how good the internet is
Yeah,
and
maybe we are
everything.
live streaming because Matt's already here, so maybe you can join
I
our
mean, if
live
you're gonna
stream.
live stream, but I'm not sure if you're gonna do that.
I don't know. Do we have to talk?
Yeah. Oh, oh,
No?
for a moment, yeah, you can't see that, but for a moment I saw Matt joined and I heard a voice say it as well. But then he disappeared again. So, hey, cool.
Okay.
Uh, how did the rehearsals go of the Netherlands of Steen? Any info about the staging is going to look like? We got all of the information that you got as well. We haven't really been able to listen to it. We got the TikTok coming up, I guess, shortly. I'm not sure if it's going to be shortly, but we will get the TikTok eventually. And we've already discussed like the pictures that we saw. I think the lighting fits well. We have some smoke here and there, but we can only just right now see the same as you guys. So we can't really say much more than that,
No.
really.
Wait, let me take a picture also from this for
Oh,
social.
hi. Okay.
Well,
Look, this is Melanie, our social media legend. She'll just do social media all the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm
Melanie, this
always.
this this question is exactly up your alley.
Oh no.
What song would you like to sing most at karaoke from this year?
Well, first one that comes in mind is Saudade. Saudade. You're gonna completely ruin that one, but let me think. Which one will I going to sing at karaoke? Let me check. Let me check. Let me check.
Oh, Matt joined it said. Wait, one moment.
Oh,
One moment. Ah,
yeah.
things are happening at the same time. Why are things happening at the same time?
No.
I could also just leave him there and just be like,
Yeah.
no, you're not going to join this live stream.
No, it's a lot more fun without
I
him.
can see the movements that he's doing. He was cheering before, but I'm not sure if he's going to cheer anymore now if you leave him there.
No,
Okay,
but I think it's cool to be Saudade because I think I can sing that song very well.
yeah, perfect. I
Yeah.
think accentless, like flawless. I'm going to
Yeah.
bring in
Like,
Matt.
okay. Hi, Matt.
There he
There we
is.
go. And yes, I'm super yellow because they have this stupid lamp here. I'm gonna fix
Oh,
that. I'm gonna be here for one day. I will not
It's
hit this.
okay.
I could put on the lights somewhere else. Oh, whatever. Yep,
So
I'm in my
Matt,
room. They gave me the top floor. Super exciting.
oh,
nice.
I know,
So you
12th floor.
did you walk the stairs?
Yep, I
really?
totally did. No, are you crazy?
It's healthy for you.
Melanie, please sing Brividi. Did I miss something here?
Yeah, we just talked about what songs we would most likely want to sing at a karaoke. So, like, what song from this year's Eurovision lineup we would like to sing the most at karaoke? Do you have
Yeah,
one, Matt?
yeah. Which one was
Yes.
yours?
Instead of meat, I eat veggies and tofu. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I don't know actually what I would sing. I would definitely sing along to Stripper from San Marino. It's just like,
Can
I
you do
don't
that?
know. All I need is love. But I don't know the Italian parts of the song, of course. So
No.
that might be a bit difficult.
Oh, I have a view of the airport. I mean, it's an airport
Oh,
hotel, so it shouldn't be coming to as a surprise. But
Oh,
I'm pretty high up.
Can you hear the airplanes as well then, or?
No, I mean, I'm like 3 mile. Was it 3 mile drive? I cannot hear them. And those windows are pretty, solid. Oh, that's a
Mhm.
cute neighborhood. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to say, this is very unprofessional here. We should talk about Eurovision. What was the
Sorry.
question? A room tour, maybe, Matt. Well, I'm on my my laptop. I mean, and it's a room. I mean, I have a big ass bed. I'll
Yeah.
show you since you care so much. Hang on.
It's a hotel room, like.
It's a hotel room.
Gonna-
You've seen. You don't have them in Europe. Hang
Have
on.
hotels?
we have Airbnb.
I'm tangled up. That's my bed. It's pretty. It's like a king size bed.
Oh, it's
Nice.
very
So
nice.
I can roll around. Oh, well, that's not working. Hang on. Yeah, just to stand. The bathroom is right to left. I cannot take my laptop right now because I'm tangled
Don't
up.
worry about it.
But maybe I can. You can see the view.
Oh.
Nice.
No,
So
everyone's
that's
gonna
another
go to that
hotel, and behind that building is the airport. Do you see it at all?
Oh yeah, I see
Oh,
a little bit.
yeah.
That's cool.
And then
Cool.
here, there's like a cute little neighborhood.
Oh, that is a
Oh,
very
Aren't they like
American-looking
adorable?
neighborhood.
very adorable.
Yeah, this
It's
area is
like
actually.
it's like the stereotypical neighborhood that you see in movies that
Yeah.
are based like in the US or something.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit like that little like those cul-de-sacs that you have in US. Like you just drive into them and you have like these houses and then you drive
True.
past.
I always
Yeah.
only lived in Florida and in California, so it's not like the East Coast thing, you know. Oh, I just broke this. Don't tell me I broke this thing. Shut the
Yes.
front door. I just broke this.
Just
Oh,
for
no.
Oh,
Did you
Isn't
broke?
important.
No.
I broke this. So I have multiple USBs, and I just rolled over it with my
Oh no.
chair,
Look at
and
them.
I bent it. Do you see that here?
Oh my god, that's
No.
very bad bent as well.
Yeah.
I know,
There's
and
no
I can.
fixing that.
I do have another one somewhere in my luggage, I think. But
Yeah.
oh, ow! And I made even.
Everything's going wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's my life. How's yours?
Fine, I guess. Just been doing this live stream for 1.5 hours already.
Yeah. Same. Same. I'm Torino, and all I can do is do this live stream.
I mean, you can go out and just walk around, but you're
Yeah, I can
obliged
just stop
to be
it.
here.
Like,
You're in
yeah.
Turin. I mean, I already put together, by the way, and you're all happy to tag along. Created a tour, like a walking tour for all the most, like I did from where you start to where you end, and things to see. So we can do that maybe Tuesday, on Sunday when we have more time. You know.
Yeah,
So
that'll be fun. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I'm want to take as much of the city as possible.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I just don't want to be there stuck in my apartment
No.
every day.
Like me
again,
now.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be there for the live stream, but I'll also go outside and just explore. I see someone saying that the pictures from Moldova are up. Would you like to share them again, Matt?
I don't have it up, but I'll give me 2 hot seconds,
Well,
and I
Wonderful.
will.
Only because you ask so nicely.
Okay,
I'll be
one.
Moldova first rehearsal, and yep, I'll share. And that's not it. That's not
More than 2
it.
seconds.
Yeah.
Shh. Wow, I let him drive this show once, and he's already getting all cocky here.
I'm
Okay.
already feeling like the boss.
Okay, so we saw this picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the lightning in the back, the color scheme.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Very
funny
beautiful.
face he makes in that one. He is intense. Like he is into it.
What is
Yeah.
he having behind his ears? What is it?
It
I
looks like
know.
those kind of things you also have on curtains or something. Like in Dutch, you call it like the kwasten or
I
something
didn't know
like
what
What?
that.
they're called.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So
looks like that, I guess. What's this? He's like,
Wait, is he having that same hat like a few years ago? Black hat? They
I don't
were.
remember.
no, that was way
Yeah.
bigger.
So he's
Oh,
walking down like a catwalk thing here.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the first time we see that actually.
Yeah. Very colorful. Hey ho. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's
Oh,
Let's
go.
go.
look at that picture.
Oh, there's water.
There's water and the
Mhm.
lights behind it. That is
Nice.
beautiful. Let me zoom in a little.
Not bad.
Yeah, that looks really nice. I like it.
Somebody in the chat points out that the singer looks a little bit like you, Matt. Do you agree with that statement?
Anyways, on to the next picture.
Hey, ho,
Um,
let's go.
folklore and rock and roll.
Look,
I didn't expect those two. What are the name again? The two
it's all
other members.
Yeah,
happy.
Frati
Whatever.
Advahov or something.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to have such striking outfits. I thought they're going to be more like, like the traditional folk look, kind of what they were kind of
Mm-hmm.
doing in the video. But no, they're
Mhm.
going on. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like the song anyways, but I like what I'm seeing so far.
Me too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very optimistically excited for this. Can't wait to see it in full.
Oh, look, he's looking like he's in love,
This is
Oh.
wholesome.
and he is shaking it. Shakira. So
Shakira. They're
you
gonna use
may.
the entire choreography of
I
Chanel.
know. You see a
Yeah.
Moldovan go mad. So be like. And that's a very blurry picture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's art.
Yeah.
And again, blurry. Photographer won't be back tomorrow.
No, it's also another photographer because this is Andres Putin, and I think the other pictures were made by Nathan Wright. So
Ah, yeah. On the bottom it says
yeah,
the name of the
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different photographer. Oh, let's
Even says
go. So
let's
yeah,
let's
It
go.
only says Etsko, so the
Let's go.
L
yeah.
Yeah. They don't know
goes
how to
back to
spell.
Moldova.
Lots of pictures here. So yeah, it's but point is colorful.
Mhm.
Clearly just based on the facial expressions, energetic.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what this song needs.
exactly.
I know
Mm-hmm.
that I knew that they would bring some cool. That's just the last one, by the way. That they would do something because this is the third time for them at Eurovision,
Mm-hmm.
and they always brought something, whether it's a grandma in a
Yeah,
rocking chair or the unicycle lady. You know what I mean? They actually scaled it down, I think, more than anything, because it's just
yeah.
them.
It's very underwhelming. Is maybe too big of a word, but
Mhm.
compared to what they did before, like with so lucky they had like this unicycle and these humongous hats that they were wearing. And like with Bonica Bate Doba, they had the grandma, they had a rocking chair, they had massive drums, they had really cool outfits. These outfits are also really cool. I think it really fits them and what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bit more toned down perhaps than
Yeah,
what
but
what
guys,
they did
it's
previously.
still just the first rehearsal. Like maybe the
Yeah,
second rehearsal they have some surprises. Maybe we are getting the train then. In
and it
September.
is
Maybe get
also
a grandma.
only exactly, and
Yeah.
it's also like these 12 pictures were just chosen randomly, and they just don't want to reveal their big thing. Who knows?
Maybe it's going to be a big train in the backdrop.
Yeah.
Who knows? Choo choo. So yeah, so we have all the eight again. It is so different doing it this time around because we have virtually nothing to go by, and it's weird. It's really weird. But
It's
that's
really
why I
odd.
decided not to show up on Saturday because I'm like, I'm not going to spend all that money,
Yeah.
you know.
It is
So
fun already. I'm already meeting a lot of people
true,
randomly on
but
the street.
that
So
way I didn't have to take more time off from work, and
yeah, I
there are
understand.
multiple things. So
Yeah.
because for me, if I would have had to leave on Wednesday. So that would have
Oh,
been like 3 vacation addition to what I'm doing right now. So it adds up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Matt, get a knife or something, maybe pry it up straight. Yeah, that's the only thing I think though. It's cracked even.
Mm.
I think
Can you get a new one, you think?
I have one, a cheaper version of this one, like the
Ah,
Amazon version. This one was a nice one. Um, I mean, I can't get. I need it because I have only 2 USBs in my laptop, and I need at least 4. So there's one for the
It's like
headphone.
adapter kind of thing then.
Yeah, it's like just USBs. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
additional
same over here.
USBs.
Like with almost stuff connect.
So yeah, I know I packed another one. I'm almost certain I did. I just want to open my suitcase because that's gonna. I didn't pack in a timely fashion. Let's put it that way. So my suitcase is not the most
Organized.
well organized one.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
usually try to do really well, but this time around I was just like, oh,
I still need to pack mine. I'll probably do it tomorrow.
yeah. Grandma on the unicycle. Somebody saying that is definitely the trilogy that we're looking for Moldova. All right, let's do a couple more questions. Do you think Estonia can be the dark horse of the year? I think it can get a top 5. Do you guys think Estonia is a dark horse?
I mean, it's kind of funny with the Wild West theme they're going for to call it a dark horse, especially with the horse. I think top 5 is stretching it a little bit too far. I think it will qualify. That is very much up the cards, but top 5 is maybe a bit too far. I think this type of song might have come a few years too late. It will still be fun though. He's a great singer, so they'll have a good result. But top 5 is perhaps stretching it too far. But hey, if you prove me wrong, I'll gladly eat a piece of humble pie. That's perfectly fine.
All right. Yeah, I personally would. I don't see a top 5 in the cards for Estonia, but if that were to happen, then kudos to them. I just think it would be a long shot. But when you say a surprise, if they come top 10 to me, would already be like a fantastic result for them. So I'm not completely ruling that out. Now, a very serious question. Oh God.
Oh no.
Since you will be in Turin, which pizza do you like the most?
Pineapple.
Okay. You're one of the pineapple people?
No. I just
Actually,
wanted to say it for the memes.
I love Hawaiian pizza. It's one of my favorites.
I also love it.
Really? I do order it like if I go for a store-bought pizza. I'm a student. I'm sorry, guys. It's not very culturally or culinary thing. Then I do occasionally buy myself some pineapple, but usually when I go to a restaurant or order from a place, I wouldn't go for pineapple.
No,
I do, not all the time, but I do love Hawaiian pizza. But I think mine, well, you're talking to an American, right? So I'm talking about American pizza, and because Italian pizza is very different from what we're used to, right? I've been to Italy a few times, so I get it. So when I talk about pizza, I talk about Supreme. Everything's on that has like. So Supreme in America is usually has pepperoni, has like Italian sausage, it has green peppers, it has onions, olives, and I'm missing one thing.
The Melanie and me both can't eat it because Melanie can't stand onion and I can't stand paprika.
Paprika? You mean
pepper?
You call it paprika?
Yeah.
When we think of paprika, we think like of the Hungarian paprika.
Oh, really?
Really, I love onions. I like most things. I'm not as picky of certain seafood I run away
it's
from.
It's not picky. I'm like allergic to it. So like I
okay, you're allergic to it? That's a different story.
I've never really been tested, but every time I eat like a bell pepper, I'll have my food come up like occasionally the entire evening. So I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with that.
It was really fun. One of my coworkers, she went to Italy a couple of years ago, a smaller town. I forgot where she was, and she ordered pizza. And she's like, "Can I have some ranch on the side?" And she's like, "Yeah, we don't really add ranch to it."
Oh,
yeah,
no.
okay, but I really like it. Can I get some ranch? And she's like, "No, we don't do that, so I'm not giving it to you." And she's like, "Okay, I respect that." She said, but it's just like what we do, like just add some ranch. And
I am a massive fan of having egg on my pizza.
Me too.
So like
that freaks the people out here. Though
I know, and like there's this pizza where you have like onion. I'm sorry, Melanie. And like ham or salami or something like that, and then like an egg cracked open in the middle. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah. I think my favorite is the prosciutto. So it's with
ham, right?
Yes, with ham, and you always have the cream because you have to eat your salad. It's so important. So
I actually we put together a list at home
Oh,
of
what's the list?
food. A list. First of all, we put together I said earlier, a um, uh,
Oh,
like travel is like what we want to see, but we also put a list together things that are known in Turin. Oh, it's not
Mm.
on here. I think it's in my.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not
I
connected.
definitely want to taste something from the area. Like that is something I at least
I
want to
got
do.
the
I want
list
to.
here. There are
mhm.
lots of cool things.
Oh,
I'm just
Oh
trying to
yes.
find it right
I'm so
now.
happy that you are preparing or
I
staying
always
You
come
can
here.
be our
prepared. I'm a
guide.
good traveler. I always
You
bring
can be
stuff.
like with the flag, like, oh yeah, follow me,
Yeah,
guys, and then.
cool, man. And I will live stream it then, so you also
So
can join
some
us.
things said it's called banya cauda. It's a fondue style dip.
What?
Okay.
Fondue.
Do
You know what
can you have
fondue
a
is, right?
picture? Can you
It's
have a
called
picture?
banya cauda. Then, of course, truffle risotto.
Oh
We're
Mm-hmm.
known
yeah,
for
love
that.
it.
Agnolotti, which is basically small ravioli served three ways, like the different things.
With
Yeah.
which ways? Like,
Either with ragu, roasted meat, sauce, butter, or parmesan and sage.
oh, that sounds nice.
Mhm.
It does.
Brazzato al barolo, which is
You
basically
you would think you would be a local speaking Italian.
yes, it's steak cooked in wine.
Oh yeah,
Steak cooked
Barolo
in
wine,
wine.
love it.
And
Wow.
desserts, well, Ferrero Rocher, because they were made here apparently.
Mm.
That's why we put on there. Same for Nutella apparently. Uh,
Nutella's Swiss, I think.
no, it's Italian.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I'm learning stuff
Bonnet,
here.
Bonnet is a hat-shaped chocolate dessert,
Oh, I love
Okay.
and
chocolate desserts.
Zabaglione, it's egg custard made with Moscato wine.
Okay.
Ooh.
And there are more things I've written down here. The
Yeah,
grissini,
and
Italian
any
breadsticks.
Italians or people who visit Turin or Italy more often, if you have some recommendations that we should try in the or in the area, like tell us. I love to try things when I'm traveling to a different country.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'd like to know what they are
I,
and how why you like it. Tell us.
I, I in Rotterdam. I think you weren't there for that, Melanie. Was it?
Hmm?
Where was it? I think it actually was my home because I heard about it and everyone warned me, but I'm like, I like everything, so I tried Drapjes.
Yeah, I
What?
know. I
Oh yes, that was on the live stream, and you
Was it
hated
yeah,
it,
okay?
right?
yeah,
You hated it.
Uh, oh,
yeah.
I don't
I
like licorice anyway, but then it's salty on top of it.
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
you didn't
yeah.
have the right ones. They should have just given you sweet licorice because those are really good. I'm not a big fan
No,
of
I
salty
like the
ones either.
salty ones more. Like,
Okay, Melanie is just a psychopath.
So Chiara Milanoli is talking about don't eat banya cauda unless you're on your own the next day because there's a lot of garlic in it.
Ah,
okay,
Um, there's
recipes
another
and
thing.
that.
Tramezzino is a crustless sandwich enjoyed with spritz.
okay.
Is
Uh,
it like drinks, like
mhm, yes.
alcohol in it? Okay, that's
Grissini, I said Italian breadsticks with rosemary, onion, and parmesan. Pizza del Padellino is a small, soft pizza with crispy bottom,
Oh, I love crispy bottom for pizza.
and then a few
I'm
other
getting
things here.
hungry now. I want
And
to
then
eat.
there's a list that we put together. There are a few items. The more adventurous path.
Oh,
Um,
ooh.
there is called the Fritto Misto alla Piemontese. Um, it's a
Okay.
fried assortment, a group thing. Like you share out all the fried food and it has like all the random stuff, like part of the rooster's head and all that stuff. It's like I'm like, that sounds a little bit
Oh,
too experimental.
sounds interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there is vitello tonato veal with tuna sauce. Veal
Tuna
with
sauce?
tuna sauce.
That
Okay.
is okay. Interesting.
And then on the list here as well is bolito misto is a mixed boil of meats, also a group thing. So they have all, and then carne cruda is Italian beef tartare.
Hmm.
And I love
Okay.
Mhm.
tartare. Oh, I love tartare.
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but
Chiara says in the
I'm
chat, you have to eat battuta di fassona, which is different, but it's also beef tartare. So
Okay.
that's basically what we found. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna definitely try while I'm in Turin. I don't
mhm.
know what's near where we live, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So
we'll find a way around.
yes,
Yeah.
We all like to travel, so we'll wander around, find new places.
Find new places indeed. So tomorrow, I think we should do something similar maybe here. It's just I may be on. I mean, you guys can join when you can. But I will be on. I have to schedule it because I'm going to be in my hotel room anyway until noon.
Mhm.
So I can just chill here and
It's
then
not
just.
noon for you right now, right?
No, it's now 12:24, so it's just past noon.
Oh,
Okay. So you would have to leave your room half an hour earlier, basically, than now.
Yeah, when I came into this room, that's when I
Mhm.
would have to leave. Basically, you remember when I just came in
Yeah,
here?
okay,
That's
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
oh,
came in
okay.
exactly
Yeah.
at noon. Where's that food guide Matt is reading from? It's on my. It's the one I put together, or we put together at home. We did
Nice.
research. I
I
always do
didn't do that
research.
yet.
That's how I travel usually.
Really?
Mhm.
I love being that person who just goes to a place and then just randomly goes to places and just figures it out there and just roams around and randomly ends up being in some place. I'm sorry,
No,
Matt.
no. My
You
friends
get
did
the
that because
best adventures then sometimes.
I went to Budapest 3 times, right? I
Yeah.
Yeah.
love Budapest, the city. So, and there's so many cool things. My friends, we recommended go to Budapest. It's beautiful. So they went, and we told them you have to see these things. They're like, you know what? We just want to meander around. So we did the subway roulette. We just randomly pick a subway stop, and we get off and walk around. And then like, it wasn't that nice. I mean, because you just did a random thing. Of
Yeah.
course, it's not
I
going
mean,
to be that nice.
I'll also look up things that I'll definitely need to see, but I also like to just go on the fly, basically. I don't like to plan everything out beforehand, basically.
Not everything. Not everything, but when I have limited time like I have right now, I want to make sure that I hit as much as I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So I don't want to just be like,
I mean, it's handy that you do that because we can hop on with
take
some tips and
advantage of it.
stuff. No.
That's fine. That is fine. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll do something about I have to be out here by noon, and then I have to make my way to the make my way to the airport. It's not that far. I
Just
have a
chill in the
shuttle.
lobby again, I guess.
Well, they have a shuttle every 30 minutes from this hotel.
Mhm.
And my flight is not until 5 p.m. my time.
Mhm.
The good news is at least I have access to the airport lounge. So I can just chill there. You know, they have like this lounge for like the premium people. I actually spent more money on my ticket to tour and just because I'm like, I was so annoyed with the whole new accreditation price. I'm like, I'm going to treat myself. I spend a couple $100 more on my flight so I can upgrade.
Cool.
Yep. All right. So I know this was a very different live stream than what we're used
Yeah.
to. And I think it's going to be similar for the next few days, but we don't want to just not do anything. And the day was also a good learning experience for all of us because now at least we have a better understanding of what to expect tomorrow.
Yeah.
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 And then we'll go from there.
Exactly.
Any
And
other?
when
Go ahead.
and once we are in Turin and on the Wednesday when the second rehearsals come on, then it will be like you used from us a full day of a wonderful live stream.
Wonderful.
Hosted by
The
me.
best.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Indeed. All right, everyone. So I'll put up the live stream for tomorrow, the links soon. So if you're not following this channel, make sure you are, so you know when we are live.
Exactly.
And you get a notification. And Roy, you will be in charge of disconnecting this thing because I can't.
Right. Yes. So, I wish you all a very happy evening, day, morning, whatever you still have left in front of you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope to see as many of you tune in again, have wonderful questions, have wonderful conversations about the rehearsals. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.